to A Game for Your Thoughts. I'm Alex. I'll be running this show. And today for my first video, we're going to be talking about Rage 2. It's the newest game from ID Software, the people behind the original Doom, and several other influential first-person shooters. The first game in this series was met kind of with a mixed response. People either loved it or hated it. A lot of complaints kind of towards the lack of story, and for not being very colorful, which Rage 2 completely flips the second one. The first one is kind of still the same, but that's okay. One thing I do want to make clear is you do not have to play the first Rage to play this one. The second one has very little to do with the first one, and you have to have no previous knowledge. There's little hints and nods, but you're not going to be completely lost. You'll just miss some of those references. In my personal opinion, I really like the first game. I'd recommend it, but yet again, you don't have to play it to enjoy this one. I'm going to start off talking about how the game looks. The game looks really, really well for its thing, what it's trying to go for. It's not by any means like Red Dead Redemption 2 or God of War or anything too over the top. And like I said, one of the complaints about the first Rage was that it lacked colors. It was very gray and brown and kind of just meh. But this one, it completely is different. There's pinks and blues and greens and yellows and just color all over the place. There was one experience where I was getting shot by something, and the bullets it was shooting were pink, and there was just pink explosions going off all over the place, and the screen had kind of like a staticky look to it, and it was awesome, but it was so colorful I had to like look away. It hurt my eyes. But major props to the developers for making it look as good as it does. It could definitely look better with it being a little bit lower. There was some texture popping and stuff like that. It personally didn't bother me at all, but some people that might be a problem. Like I said, the first Rage didn't have much of a story. This one is kind of in the same vein, but I'm thinking of it a lot like Doom 2016. Doom 2016 had very little to no story, but that was okay because the action is the main point of the game. It's not some crazy Shakespearean story where you're going to walk away with a little tear in your eye. It's a very action-driven experience. Just one thing is to keep your expectations in check so you know kind of what you're going in for. But for no, go in there, you're going to be shooting lots of stuff, blowing stuff up, and having a great time doing everything you can to stop the goons of the wasteland. Trying to decide the gameplay to this game is near impossible. It's something so unique and different. I've never played anything like it before. How it works is you get these superhuman abilities because of the suit you obtain in the beginning of the game, and you use those abilities in tandem with your weapons, your guns, and you just take out everything you can in the most efficient and fun way as possible. My personal favorites, I had a move where you can throw this little orb of energy that sucks everything in and then explodes it outwards, and everything thrown out is thrown into like an anti-grav mode where it slows down, letting you pick off enemies in the air with your weapons. Another personal favorite of mine was the Grav Dart Gun. That thing was so much fun. I highly recommend getting the game just so you can have fun with this weapon. I spent so many hours using it and having such a great time with it. I won't spoil it here. You just need to go see it for yourself, whether you look it up on YouTube or get the game and play it yourself. So Rage 2, it's an open world game, so you have a big wide open map to explore and to do certain different activities that are highly varied. I heard a lot of complaints that the world was kind of empty and lifeless. I didn't find that a problem for me. It's not that it didn't feel lifeless, it's just there was so many activities and other cars driving around in the world that it didn't really feel like it was empty. It felt pretty lively and so much to do and explore. The main mode of transportation in this game is your car. You get it fairly early on. You can upgrade it, you can customize it a little bit. And then there's other vehicles you can find out in the wasteland or by completing missions that were lots of fun too, but they weren't as customizable as your main vehicle, but that was okay because the main one did just fine. But the main vehicle, it's mostly used for taking out the big convoys that are cruising around the wasteland that are so much fun, total Mad Max vibes going on. It's such a great time. Performance-wise, Rage 2 runs really, really well. I played just on my basic PS4, and I had very little problems. When a lot of action was going on the screen, sometimes the frame rate would drop a little bit, but it wasn't anything like game ruining or something that would make me totally rage. Flipping through the pause menus, there was a couple of times when you'd flip through menus pretty quickly, and it kind of had to load some things, and so you kind of get it pausing for a second while it loaded the next menu, which was kind of tedious, but it didn't ruin the experience for me. I also had a bug or a glitch or something where the sound of my engine from my car wouldn't stop even when I got out, and it ruined some cutscenes, and so I had to close the game and start back up to make it go away. But like I said, it only happened once in my 30 hours of gameplay, which brings me into another complaint I heard, is a lot of people were complaining that this game's really short, which that depends on how you take it, because if you just blow right through the minimal story, it's going to take you 5-10 hours. But that's not really the point of Rage 2. You're not, like I said, you're not going in there expecting some big story. The point is to go out and explore the world and find all the cool new abilities and guns and everything. And that's where I had the most fun. I put 30 plus hours into it, and I'm still not even close to 100% completion. So it's up to you. If you want to go out and explore the big world, you're going to put lots of time into this game and have a good time. But if you're looking just to blow through the story, expect 5-10 hours. In the end, I really loved Rage 2. I'd highly recommend it to anyone that has interest in the genre, especially if you loved Doom 2016. This will be right up your alley. Also like Doom though, the story takes kind of a back seat. The main idea is the action and the gameplay. The gameplay is really fun, it's fresh, unique, something I've never seen before. I really loved it, I had so much fun with it, and I would highly recommend checking this out even if you're a little bit curious. But there it is in the end. I like Rage 2, highly recommend it. Go check it out. Also, if you want to, go check out my website. I have lots of other great reviews that I'm going to work on putting videos together for. But if you could subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, hit the bell thing. I'm new to this YouTube thing, so I'm not entirely sure how it works, but I know those things would help me out. Kind of let me know what you're thinking. Leave a comment down below. Give some opinions, feedbacks. Let me know what you think about Rage 2. See you next time. Bye.